Welcome back. In this video, I will discuss leprosy. So let's start. It is a chronogrammatous infection as caused by other mycobacteria because it is caused by mycobacteria lepri. This targets the Schwann cells and macrophages in your body. The global prevalence of leprosy is decreasing due to development of multi-drug resistant therapy, but it is quietly common in India and Brazil. For its transmission, it requires a very long time of contact with the patient. So here you can see Mycobacterium lepri inside the cell because it remains inside the cell. It is an acid fast bacilli that remains inside the cells. It has a very slow replication time. It almost takes 13 days to multiply. It grows mostly at cooler temperatures. Here you can see there is entry of the virus through the respiratory tract. Then it targets the Schwann cells, and after targeting the Schwann cells, it causes grammatous inflammation and causes damage to the Schwann cells. So there is demyelination and granuloma formation. Here you can see in this slide. The leprosy is classified according to the Ridley-Joplin classification system into two types, tuberculide and lepromatous. Tuberculide is seen when there is high cell-mediated immunity. It is also known as paucibacillary and there is localized involvement. But in case of lepromatous leprosy, there is disseminated disease because of low cell-mediated immunity. So there is systemic involvement. In case of tuberculide leprosy, you can see there is local involvement of the skin and also the nerves leading to anesthetic or numb skin and hairless dry skin. It is seen in those patients who have high cell mediated immunity and the body contains infection, but damage to the nerves is seen via granulomas. Then we have lepromatous leprosy, that is also known as multibacillary leprosy. Here you can see generalized involvement of the skin. Here you can see lion-like faces, and also sometimes there is saddle nose deformity you can see. Here it is not shown. So it is seen in those people who have weak T helper 2 response, and it is also known as multibacillary TB. Then this is not very much important histopathology. We can see that there is involvement of the peripheral nerves leading to peripheral neuropathy and different deformities. Like if there is ulnar nerve involvement leads to claw hand. If there is median nerve involvement, here you can see these muscles will be weak. That is thenar eminence will be weak and therefore you will get ape hand. When there is common peroneal nerve involvement, you will get foot drop because the tibialis anterior muscle cannot cause dorsiflexion. So common peroneal nerve damage leads to foot drop. Ocular and systemic manifestations can also be seen. In case of nose involvement, you will see mucosal infiltration causing congestion leading to saddle nose deformity. There is septal perforation leading to saddle nose deformity. Sometimes it can also lead to orchitis, inflammation of your testes leading to sterility. And when there is inflammation of testes and testicular damage, then there is decreased production of the testes leading to gynecomastia. So when there is testicular atrophy, it leads to low testosterone production leading to gynecomastia in males. And there may be iritis, inflammation of your iris, scleritis, and there may be lymphadenopathy. Sometimes there may be facial nerve palsy leading to exposure keratitis because when there is facial nerve palsy, you can't close your eyes and therefore it leads to exposure keratitis. Therefore, exposure keratitis can lead to a risk of blindness. Diagnostic criteria. Diagnostic criteria is based on mainly the cardinal signs and it requires at least one. First one is hypopigmented or reddish lesion with sensory loss. Hypopigmented or reddish lesion with sensation loss. Thickened peripheral nerve with sensation loss or weakness. You will characteristically see that the peripheral nerve will be thickened due to inflammation. And there is positive acid fast bacilli on slit skin smear. What labs you can do? Slit skin smear. It shows so slit skin smear is made from the earlobe lesion and it is stained with Ziehl-Neelsen stain and you can see acid fast bacilli. Then skin biopsy. Skin biopsy is the gold standard investigation for the classification of the leprosy. Either it is tuberculosis or lepromatous, as well as it also helps in diagnosis of leprosy. And lepromin test is used for only prognostic purposes. It is positive in tuberculosis leprosy as well as in case of lepromatous leprosy. Here you can see how will you manage the leprosy. So if there is posse leprosy or tuberculosis leprosy in who have the immune system functioning, so in these cases you will give for 6 months rifampicin and dapsone, rifampicin and dapsone. While if there is multibacillary leprosy, then you will give rifampicin, clofazimine, and dapsone. These three drugs for 12 months. So here you can see for possibacillary only two drugs, rifampicin and dapsone for 6 months. While in case of multibacillary leprosy, you will give 12 months therapy with rifampicin, clofazimine, and dapsone. So three drugs are used in case of multibacillary leprosy. So it depends on entirely on your immunity and the type of leprosy you have acquired. Clofazimine provides anti-inflammatory benefits but can cause reversible skin disease. So how can you prevent the disability and how can you alter the prognosis? You can prevent the disability by infection control. So patients are non-infectious within days of starting rifampicin. So if the patient has been started on rifampicin, then there is no need of isolation because disease will not be spread because patient becomes non-infectious, like you will see in the tuberculosis. And also sometimes chemoprophylaxis may be required as single dose rifampicin for the context, so it reduces the risk by almost 60%. So chemoprophylaxis may be required in patients who have low immunity. So single dose rifampicin is required. Self-care for anesthesia. Use MCR footwear so that you cannot get thorn or anything prick in your foot so that you cannot develop ulcer and other complications. Daily inspection of your hands and feet, and eye care also, especially for exposure keratitis. So this is all about leprosy.